Hello children. In our last video we have learnt about yeast, how it is useful in a different ways. Now today we are going to learn about antibiotics. So first, what is meant by antibiotics? So antibiotics are medicines that help stop infections caused by bacteria, and they do this by killing the bacteria or by keeping them from copying themselves or reproducing. So the word antibiotic means against life. So carbon compound obtained from some bacteria. Now we have seen that fungi for destroying or preventing the growth of a harmful microorganisms are called antibiotics. Now see, antibiotics, some antibiotics can destroy protozoa also. Some antibiotics are useful against a wide variety of bacteria. Now see, there are two types of antibiotic: broad spectrum antibiotic and narrow spectrum antibiotic. So broad spectrum antibiotics, see the examples: ampicillin, amoxicillin, tetracycline. Narrow spectrum antibiotics are penicillin, gentamicin and erythromycin. So first I am going to give you the definition of a broad spectrum antibiotic. What is meant by the broad spectrum antibiotic? So the antibiotic that are useful against a wide variety of bacteria are called broad spectrum antibiotic. Sometimes there are visible symptoms of the disease, but the pathogen causing the disease cannot be identified. What is mean that एंटीबायोटिक इस तरह का एंटीबायोटिक जो कि यूज़फुल है हमें डिफरेंट वैरायटी ऑफ बैक्टीरिया को अटैक करने के लिए. जब हमें पता है, सिम्टम्स हमें समझ में आते हैं किसी डिसीज़ के, बट वो जो पैथोजन है, जो माइक्रोब से जो डिसीज़ कॉज कर रहा है, उस पैथोजन के बारे में अगर हमें पता नहीं है तो हम किस टाइप का एंटीबायोटिक यूज़ करते हैं? ब्रॉड स्पेक्ट्रम एंटीबायोटिक. नाउ यू अंडरस्टूड. सो एंटीबायोटिक्स, ब्रॉड स्पेक्ट्रम एंटीबायोटिक्स यूजफुल अगेंस्ट अ वाइड वैरायटी ऑफ बैक्टीरिया. यू कैन सी हियर. This one. So broad spectrum antibiotics are useful against a wide variety of bacteria. Several bacteria को किल करने के लिए और उसकी ग्रोथ स्टॉप करने के लिए हम क्या यूज़ कर सकते हैं? ब्रॉड स्पेक्ट्रम बैक्टीरिया. क्यों? क्योंकि हमें सिम्टम्स पता है उस डिसीज़ के, बट वो डिसीज़ क्रिएट करने वाला पैथोजन मीन्स microbe that causes diseases that we are not known about that. That's why we have to use to kill that bacteria. We use broad spectrum antibiotics. For examples, ampicillin, amoxicillin, tetracycline and etc. Now what is meant by the narrow spectrum antibiotics then? The antibiotic that can control a particular and specific pathogen. Pathogen means disease causing microbes. So the antibiotic that can control a particular and specific pathogens are called narrow spectrum antibiotic. See here, जब पैथोजेनिक माइक्रोऑर्गेनिजम्स हमें पता है कि एग्जैक्ट कौन सा माइक्रोब्स डिसीज कॉज कर रहा है, तो हम नैरो स्पेक्ट्रम एंटीबायोटिक का यूज़ करते हैं टू किल और टू स्टॉप द ग्रोथ ऑफ अ बैक्टीरिया. सो एग्जाम्पल्स आर गिवन हियर. पेनिसिलिन, gentamicin and erythromycin are the example of narrow spectrum. Here you can see broad spectrum and narrow spectrum and their examples. Now I think so you got this. So see, mode of action of antibiotics. So antibiotics either, see here, antibiotics either destroy or slow down the growth of bacteria. So there are two types of them antibiotic, bactericidal and the bacteriostatic. Here you can say. So what is meant by the bactericidal? So antibiotics either destroy or slow down the growth of bacteria, that you know. So which one destroy the bacteria, or we can say kill the bacteria, that is known as the bactericidal antibiotic. And second one, when the antibiotic slow down the growth of bacteria or inhibit the growth of bacteria, that is known as the bacteriostatic. Got it this? You can write down this point. जब एंटीबायोटिक हेल्प करता है किसके लिए? बैक्टीरियल ग्रोथ को स्लो करने के लिए, तो उसे हम कहते हैं बैक्टीरियोस्टैटिक एंटीबायोटिक. बैक्टीरियल ग्रोथ को स्लो करते हैं और जो डायरेक्टली बैक्टीरिया को किल करते हैं. यू कैन सी, जो बैक्टीरिया को किल करते हैं उसे हम कहते हैं बैक्टीरिसाइडल एंटीबायोटिक. डायरेक्टली दे डिस्ट्रॉय द बैक्टीरिया or kill the bacteria, that is known as the bactericidal antibiotics. Now see, now I am going to give some examples of antibiotic and how they work. Now see here, mode of actions of antibiotic. See here one diagram I have drawn. So this is any kind of bacteria, we have to suppose this. This one here, it is a cell membrane and the cell wall here. Inside that cytoplasm and having the coil structure, DNA here. See, and this one is the ribosomes which synthesize the protein. Here it is a RNA. So see, so this is the bacteria having cell membrane, cell wall, DNA, RNA, ribosome synthesizing protein. So these bacteria, so which mode of action of antibiotic use on a different part of this bacteria? See here. So first you can see antibiotic targets on some particular part of the bacteria. So here we can see the destructive of a cell membrane of the bacteria. See here. So these type of antibiotic destruct the cell membrane function of the bacteria. See here diagram, here it is shown. So here see cell membrane destructing. So that antibiotic which it is, see, polymyxins or the pollens are the antibiotic, directly they destruct the cell membrane. You can see here, destruct the cell membrane of the bacteria, and then this way they can stop the or the slow down the growth of the bacteria. Now second you can see, so some antibiotics you can see here inhibits or stop the growth of the cell wall or destroy the growth of the cell wall. So these antibiotics are example here penicillins and the cephalosporins. Here you can see these two antibiotics, they directly inhibit the cell wall or the stop or kill the growth of the cell wall. See, you can see in the diagram. So here it is the directly they attack or their target is cell wall. So like this way they can stop the growth of the bacteria. So cell wall, it is a very useful for the human being because it do not affect on a human cell, because human cell do not have a cell wall. So here it is example, penicillin and the cephalosporins are the examples of this antibiotic. They inhibit the cell wall synthesis. Now third, see, two you got bacteria. First antibiotic, that is the polymyxin pollens, target on the cell membrane of the bacteria. That is the penicillin and the cephalosporins, target on the cell wall of the bacteria. Now third we'll see this one here. So it inhibits of a protein synthesis. Now see, here it is, protein synthesis are there. So they stop the growth of the protein synthesis. Which one? Now see, erythromycin, here it is given, tetracycline or streptomycin, gentamicin are the antibiotic. They stop the growth of the protein. So inhibit protein synthesis. Protein synthesis carried out by ribosomes, and which trace like a mRNA into protein. Bacteria need to make protein in order to survive. So directly these antibiotic target on the protein synthesis of bacteria and then stop the growth of the bacteria. Now see, fourth type of antibiotic, they inhibits of RNA and DNA synthesis. See, here you can see in the diagram. So antibiotics like a quinolines and the nalidixic acid, here you can see that quinolines and the nalidixic acid, they target on the DNA. And second type of antibiotic, that is the rifamycin. Which one it is? Rifamycin, target on RNA. So RNA can be made from the DNA, and their drugs such as the rifamycin, which prevents RNA synthesis and therefore protein synthesis. So see, here you can write down the name. So these type of antibiotic, that is the quinolines, nalidixic acid, target on the DNA, and the rifamycin target on the RNA, and like that way they stop the growth of bacteria. Here children, this it is not given in your syllabus, but for your GK or little bit I want to give you this knowledge about you. So how they affect antibiotic, how they affect on the different parts of the bacteria, just I am going to give you. You can write down this name of these different antibiotic and how they target on the different part of the bacteria. So I think so you understood all these. The four are their targets, main targets of the antibiotics on the bacteria. Now next one I am going to tell you about the penicillin. So penicillin, about you know that you have learnt in a 7th class also. Alexander Fleming, that scientist, gave first antibiotic, and he was the professor of microbiology at St. Mary's Hospitals. He was working at a variety of bacteria and fungi, and he was observing the staphylococci culture. So what he observed, that fungus was growing in a plate, and fungus was, it was a penicillium. What he name given to it? That is the penicillium. He saw bacteria growing on the plate did not show any growth near the fungal colony, because penicillin secrete something and that blocked or killed the bacteria. Means what Dr. Alexander Fleming done, वो एक प्रयोग कर रहे थे, प्रैक्टिकल कर रहे थे किसके ऊपर, स्टेफिलोकोकाई के ऊपर, कल्चर के ऊपर। उन्होंने देखा कि एक फंगस जो ग्रो हो रहा है उसके आजू बाजू का जो एरिया था पूरा क्लीन था, क्योंकि वहाँ पे कोई बैक्टीरिया ग्रो नहीं हुआ था। तो उन पर उन्होंने ये अनुमान लगाया कि जहाँ पे ये फंगल ग्रोथ होते हैं वो फंगस किसी टाइप का सिक्रीशन करता है, जूस का या फिर केमिकल का सिक्रीशन करता है, जिसकी वजह से जो बैक्टीरिया है उसके आजू बाजू में ग्रो नहीं होते हैं, डेवलप नहीं होते, रिप्रोड्यूस होते हैं, क्योंकि वो ब्लॉक हो जाते हैं जो फंगस सिक्रीट करता है उस केमिकल की वजह से। तो बैक्टीरिया ग्रो नहीं होते, ब्लॉक हो जाते या फिर किल्ड हो जाते हैं। सो दिस discovery done by the Alexander Fleming. See here you can see the Staphylococcus culture he was showing here, and around that fungal grown here. So what he observed that near that bacteria did not grow. So in that this petri dish fungal colonies had grown, but the area around these colonies was clean and clear because bacteria had actually been destroyed nearby the fungus. So he named given to it, that is the penicillin. So he confirmed that the fungus growing there was a penicillium and its secretion had destroyed the bacterial colonies, and thus the first antibiotic, that is the penicillin, had been discovered accidentally, and these form the basis of attempts to find cures for incurable diseases. Many type of diseases can be cured because of this penicillin. And penicillin and is used for controlling the infection caused by bacteria like a staphylococci, clostridia, streptococci, etc. And medicine containing penicillin are useful to treat certain bacterial infections of the ear, nose, throat, skin, as well as the diseases like pneumonia or the scarlet fever, high fever. We can control it by giving the penicillium antibiotic. Now see some precautions we have to take. Here it is mentioned in your textbook that antibiotic should be taken only when the doctor suggested or prescribed by the doctor, and do not purchase any antibiotic from medical stores without the prescription of the doctor, because we don't know which pathogen attacked to your body or attacked on your cell. So it is a harmful or dangerous, because sometimes these antibiotic kills the useful microorganisms present in our body. So do not take without prescription by the doctor. Don't consume antibiotics on your own or to treat common diseases like a throat infections, common cold or influenza. Even if you feel well before completing of the prescribed course of the antibiotic, you must continue and complete it, because some pathogens still remain in our body, and again it can grow or multiply. So you have to complete the course of this antibiotic, and don't suggest to others the antibiotic which were useful to you, because everyone's bodies are different, or other type of bacteria can also damage. So same type of antibiotics cannot be used for everyone's. Now see, I am going to tell about the harmful microorganism, that is the fungi. See here, microscopic spores of a fungi are present in the air, all we know. So if there is a sufficient moisture, spores germinate on a cotton fabric. हमको सबको पता है, जैसे कि लेदर शूज़ के ऊपर, लेदर बैग्स के ऊपर या फिर वुडन आइटम के ऊपर फंगाई आ जाता है, ब्लैकिश और वाइट कलर्स के पैचेस आ जाते हैं. So the fungi hyphae is there. They are having the fibrous body. Fiber of the fungi penetrate deep into the material to obtain nutrition and to reproduce. See, हम जब ब्रेड लाते हैं तो मॉइस्चर उसके ऊपर अगर होता है तो कुछ दिनों के बाद हमें उसके ऊपर ब्लैकिश कलर का या फिर वाइटिश कलर्स का फंगाई दिखता है, तो हम सिर्फ ऊपर के ब्रेड फेंक नहीं देते, हम नीचे के भी फेंकते हैं. क्यों? बिकॉज जो हाइफी है, फंगल की जो हाइफी है, फाइबर है, दे डीपली पेनिट्रेट इनटू दैट material or whatever it is, often food or anything, and they can destroy whole the thing, so we have to throw it. So these cause the material to wear and become weak. If it is a leather, it cause the material to wear and become weak, and as a result gunny bags, leather items like shoes, purse, belt, etc., on which fungi have grown do not last long. And wooden items also get spoiled. When the wooden comes in a contact with the water or moisture, it also gets spoiled because of fungus. We have seen. So sometimes you may notice a black powder or white dish floating on the pickle. अचार के ऊपर या फिर मुरब्बे के ऊपर भी हमें ब्लैक पाउडर या फिर वाइट डिश दिखता है फ्लोट. सो हमारी मम्मी कहती है उसके ऊपर क्या आ गई है? बुरसी. सो दैट इज़ नथिंग बट द fungi. And when a jar is opened after a long time, we see this fungi. So what exactly this? Why are such food items not good to eat? So various species of fungi grown on food items like a pickle, murabba, jam, sauce, chutney, etc., and they use the nutrients in these food items for the growth and reproduction. So during this activity, fungi releases mycotoxin, certain poisonous chemical into the food, and thus it becomes poisonous, and hence the food on which fungi grown cannot be eaten. Now we are going to learn about the Clostridium. Sometimes food poisoning occur during the community feast. Means what we can say, when a large meal, sometimes any festival is there or for any things we celebrate, that time we make food in a large amount. So that community feast, how does the food becomes poisonous all of a sudden? The bacteria which spoil cooked food are Clostridium. Here you can underline this. Wait a minute. See here. So this is the Clostridium bacteria. You can mention here Clostridium that attack on the food and it can spoil. So out of about 100 different species of this bacterium, some are free. Means how many? 100 different species of this bacteria having. Some they live in a soil, free living in the soil, and some live in a alimentary canal of a human and other animal. So these bacteria are rod shape, produce bottle shape endospores, and in adverse condition. One special characteristics of this bacteria is that they cannot withstand with the normal oxygen level of the air. ऑक्सीजन के एटमॉस्फेयर में वो सर्वाइव नहीं करते बिकॉज दे आर अनएरोबिक बैक्टीरिया और दे ग्रो इन अनएरोबिक कंडीशन. सी आर एग्जाम्पल्स गिवन: क्लॉस्ट्रीडियम टेटानी, क्लॉस्ट्रीडियम परफ्रिंजेंस, क्लॉस्ट्रीडियम बोटुलियम एंड द क्लॉस्ट्रीडियम डिफिसाइल. सी Clostridium difficile, Clostridium botulinum, Clostridium perfringens and Clostridium tetani are the example of the Clostridium species. So children, I think so all you have understood what we have learnt about this. Then once again I am going to repeat this. What is meant by the antibiotics? There are two types of antibiotics: broad spectrum antibiotics, narrow spectrum antibiotics. Broad spectrum antibiotics examples are ampicillin, amoxicillin, tetracycline. Narrow spectrum examples are penicillin, gentamicin and erythromycin. Broad spectrum antibiotics we can use for a variety of bacteria, against wide variety of bacteria, to kill the bacteria or to stop the growth of bacteria. And narrow spectrum antibiotic used for the definite known pathogens or the disease causing microbes. Mode of action: bactericidals, means This antibiotic kills the bacteria, and bacteriostatics means inhibit the bacterial growth. They stop the growth of the bacteria. These are the two modes of action of antibiotic. Now this bacteria, different type of antibiotics, how they kill or stop the growth of the different part of the bacteria, that also we have seen. They attack or their target, antibiotics targets on the cell wall, cell membrane. Here we can see cell wall, cell membrane, and protein synthesis, and the RNA and the DNA inhibits the growth. This one you saw about penicillin. Alexander Fleming discovered this first antibiotic, penicillium. He was professor of microbiology, and he was observing the staphylococci culture. Here you can see this is the penicillin tablets. About fungi, harmful microorganism, that also we have learnt. It grows on the wherever moisture we can see, like on cotton, gunny bags, leather, wood item, sometimes on a food like pickles, murabba, on a bread also we can see. Clostridium, this also how affect on the or cause the food poisoning, and different types of the clostridium. So children, note down all these points. I think so you have understood.